What are the signs that when you see them, you know that something is going wrong in your spiritual life? Powers of witchcraft are attacking you. All those signs, we are going to be discussing them today. There are people that a lot of things are happening to them and they don't even know where it's coming from. They are not aware that they are being attacked by witchcraft. It's only when you know you will be able to do something about it. But when you don't know, then you cannot take any action because you don't even know that those things that are happening to you are actually witchcraft attack. Another way again of not knowing is when you don't dream, or is when you don't dream, or when you are always forgetting your dream. Now, through that, you may not know that a lot of things are going on in your life, and in the spiritual realm, they can do anything, and you are not aware when you wake up. So those things will not make you to know that a lot of things are happening in your life. Now, I will give this, if you are somebody that don't dream or you are always forgetting your dream, you have to work on your spiritual life so that you can get there to start dreaming. I want to start this program of Open Heavens. That is a prayer that we pray every day, thanking God for a new day, and also to decree positivity into our life, and also to cancel evil dream and to claim into manifestation those dreams that are good, and generally to pray just some few minutes every day. We do that, and then before we go out of in the day, that will help you, because there are people that are weak spiritually. I'm going to discuss about it, and that they cannot pray. Well, when you have this kind of program in place, you can just join us and go with us as we go on with it. If you are meeting me for the first time, my name is Glory. Let me continue about the signs that you see that witchcraft are attacking you. The first one is nightmare in the dream. Nightmare. When you are having nightmare in the dreams that make you to wake up and you are afraid, dreams that make you to wake up and you are sweating, that put fear in your heart, those kind of dreams are dreams that they are not ordinary, especially if it is not once you are having it. If it is constant, if it is something that maybe in a week you have it 2 times, 3 times, then there's a witchcraft attack in place. So now you know that this kind of dreams are not ordinary, then you'll be able to know how to pray to cancel them. Also, another one I will be speaking about is eating in the dream. Now, before I continue about that eating in the dream, all these signs that I'm going to list here today is not only the dream aspect. There are some that are physical aspect of it that will make you to know that something is wrong in place. But majority of them are in the dream. Why? Because God speaks to us in the dream. I always tell you that a lot of things that are happening to people has already taken place in the spiritual realm before they happen in the physical. So that is the way that you can know a lot of things that's going on in your life, or even something that has happened in the past, God can show you, or something that's going to happen in the future. All those you can see it in the dream, and that is why it is good when you dream and you know the meaning of your dream, you can be able to pray and cancel the one you can cancel, or you pray to claim the one you can claim, or pray into manifestation the one you have to pray into manifestation. Just like what I'm saying now, eating in the dream. Number 2, what if you are having dreams about eating in the dream often? I have a video about eating in the dream, and there I explain that it is not all eating in the dream that are bad, but majority of dreams about eating in the dream are bad. Why is it so? Because it's an avenue that powers of darkness can use to project a lot of things into people's life. It's a very sure way. It's an easy way for the enemies, the witchcraft powers, to project into people's life. That is why they use that eating in the dream so much. And you have to be able to decode what the one that is bad and the one that is not bad. But the majority of eating in the dream are negative dream. Now, what does it mean when you are eating in the dream? Now, in the dream, when you are always eating in the dream, it is true that eating in the dream, they can project poison into people. When I say poison, I'm not talking about physical poison, that maybe the person will eat it and die. Poison to poison the person's spiritual life. They can put things into people's life. They can attach things into people's life through that. Also, it can be evil plantation, like planting negative things into people's life through eating in the dream. And also to kill your spiritual life. They can use eating in the dream to kill people's spiritual life. Why do they do that? Because when the spiritual life of people are weak, or it's not in existence, it is easy for powers of darkness to attack that person. So when somebody is prayerful and the witchcraft power wants to attack you, and they see that there is no way they can pass through that eating in the dream. That eating in the dream, they can use it to weaken your spiritual life. And when they weaken you, that you cannot pray the way you do, you are not more strong. Eating in the dream can cause it. That you cannot pray very well as you used to. You will not be close to God again. You will be weak to pray. You will be tired to pray. When they are able to get to that extent, then they can be able to attack you and do whatever they want with you in the spiritual. And that is why eating in the dream is very bad. So now let me go to the number 3 of what the signs that witchcraft attacking you. Another sign is when you see masquerade in the dream. Masquerade in the dream, masquerade pursuing you, or even if I have done a video about it, or even if you are just seeing that masquerade. The fact that you are seeing that masquerade in the dream, that's spiritual meaning. Now, most of all these dreams that I'm speaking about, that I just shown you, has other meaning. But when you are having it, it can also mean that you are having witchcraft attack that is attacking you. Also, now, another way you can see it apart from masquerade is when you see someone, people that you don't know. You're always seeing people you don't know, and you are seeing them in a negative way in the dream. It can mean that witchcraft attack is in place. That is for that. Then number four of signs of witchcraft attack. Number 4 is hardship, difficulties. Is a very sure sign of witchcraft attack. When people are having attack from witchcraft, there's hardship in the people's life. These people will be going through a lot of problem, a lot of things, difficulties that will be happening from left, right, and center. That is a sure sign of witchcraft attack. When you are having that kind of thing, then you have to decree or declare some days for yourself to pray against the powers of witchcraft. Now, again, another one, number 5. Number 5 of signs of witchcraft attack is when you are having sex in the dream. This sex in the dream, the interpretation is very wide. Like, it has a lot of meaning. Witchcraft attack can use sex to attack you in the dream. That sex that you are having in the dream can lead to a lot of things, just like eating in the dream. Now, they can use sex to put things in people's life, to transfer evil into people's life. They can use that same sex to take away a lot of virtues from people's life, a lot of potentials from people's life. That is why witchcraft people use this sex. And sex again is used by the spirit husband, spirit wife. If you are having that, they can use it. There are people that have gotten all these different sicknesses through sex in the dream. There are many people that later they found out that the fibroid or this thing they have in the physical, they can have fibroid, and that thing was planted by this sex that they are having with strange people in the dream, releasing into their body, and turning to fibroid. Many cases of that sort. So, sex in the dream, witchcraft can use it to attack. That is for that. Number 6, when you are having problem in your relationship, when you are always having problem in your marriage, like when I spoke about hardship now and difficulties. Witchcraft people don't like where there's unity. So they work on making it not work. Because God is the creator of marriage. He is the one that created this union of marriage. So witchcraft people like where there's no unity. So they work on attacking marriages. They work on attacking relationship. If you have signs of always having problem in your relationship, when there's a problem, you settle it and it continue like that, and there's trouble here and there. Some people, it will get to the stage that the marriage cannot work again, or they will be separated. All those things are not ordinary. There can be witchcraft power in place that is working against you. So now number 7 of signs of witchcraft attack is when you're having bad luck. This one is not about dream. It's about when there's bad luck in place, hard luck in place in your life. Now, how do you know when you're having bad luck? Bad luck is when things that are easy for other people to do, or when you are getting to that, when you want to do that same thing, it will be difficult for you. When people are going through something and they are giving out something, when it gets your turn, they will say that thing is no more available. When people are applying for something and they get it, when it gets your turn, they will say there is no way. Or when it is job we are looking for, or it's either those people will have bad luck of not getting there on time, or missing the interview, or making mistake they are not supposed to make, and that thing will not work. So generally bad luck, hard luck, when it is continuous in people's life, then check, there is a sign, that is a sign of witchcraft attack. It's not as if once in a while people cannot have challenges, but when it is constant, that other things that are very, very easy for people to go around, that thing, when you take it, it will not work. That is a sure sign of witchcraft. Number 8 of signs of witchcraft is when you are always sleepwalking. When you see signs of people that sleepwalk. Sleepwalking can be a sign of witchcraft. In that way, they have used sleepwalking to kill some people. They have used that sleepwalking to harm people. And also, what is that sleepwalking? When witchcraft people want to use it, they can use it to summon the spirit of people. You see, when they stand up, at that time, they are not even aware of what they are doing. They are not aware of where they are going or anything they do at that time. They are not aware. They can fall into danger. A lot of things can happen to them. So witchcraft people use sleepwalking to attack people. So it's one of the signs of witchcraft attack. Another one is number 9. Number 9 of witchcraft, signs of witchcraft attack. Number 9 is speak about when you have animal attack in the dream. When animals attacking you, like you see cow attacking you in the dream, cat attacking you, or you see snake bite, or rat, or even dog biting you in the dream, all those are signs of witchcraft attack. When animals, all these kind of animals are attacking you in the dream, is a sure sign of witchcraft. Number 10 of this witchcraft attack, signs of witchcraft attack, is prison in the dream. When you see that you are in the prison in the dream, when you see yourself, you are in a prison, it means that there's a witchcraft attacking, especially if it is not the first time you are having this kind of dream, or being in prison, or something of that nature, then that is one of the signs of witchcraft attack. Number 11 is when you see yourself in a dream and you are in a cage, in a confinement, in a place that you cannot go out. It may not even be a cage. It may be like in a house where you found out that you wanted to get out of that place and you cannot go out. You wanted to escape and you cannot. They kept you in a confined environment, in a confined space, a place where you cannot escape from. That is sign of witchcraft attack. Another sign of witchcraft attack, this is number 12, is talking about when you are arrested in the dream. You have dreams of being arrested in the dream. All those put handcuffs on you. All those are signs of witchcraft attack. Now, number 13 is speaking about when you see yourself in a court, summoned to a court, or found guilty. You dreamt that you were found guilty in the dream, or you found yourself in the court, and maybe that is not the only time you are having it. Then there is surely a witchcraft attack in place when you have this kind of dream. Now, number 14 of witchcraft attack, of signs of witchcraft attack, is when you see yourself in chains. You have a dream, and in that dream you see chains on your hands, on your leg, or you see that they chain you to a pole, a spot, or you see rope. If you don't see chains, you see rope on you where they have tied you, or you see something of that kind of dreams, then that is a witchcraft attack. Now, number 15 of signs of witchcraft attack. Number 15 is talking about when you are shaven, like somebody shaved your hair, somebody barbed your head, somebody cut your hair in the dream. It's a very bad dream. It speaks about lost glory. That cutting of hair, they use it to take a lot of things away from people's life. Also, shaving of hair can mean women to be widow. That can cause them to lose their husband, because The hair is the glory of the woman. And when it is shaven, then that glory has been taken away. So, glory of a woman is the hair, and you know that the husband is the head of the woman. So, when that hair is shaven, that hair that represents the glory of the woman and that represents head to the woman has been taken away, it can lead to people losing their spouse. Number 16 of signs of witchcraft is when you wake up and you see mark on your body. Now that marks on your body, like scratch mark, and when you slept it was not there, and you wake up with different marks on your body, it's a very sure sign of witchcraft attack. When you are seeing that kind of thing, I'm talking about when you wake up and you see mark of scratches or just mark on your body, it's a sign of witchcraft attack. They use it to penetrate the life of people. They use it to get in contact, get in touch with the blood of the people they want to use, and they are able to get the blood just a little. They can use it and use it to manipulate people. Now, number 17 of signs of witchcraft attack is when you have dreams of you are in a dream and you are being pressed down, like what they call sleep paralysis. You are in the dream and you are pressed down and you find out that you cannot stand up and you are trying to speak and you cannot speak. When you are having that kind of dreams and it's constant, that means there's a sure sign of witchcraft people attacking you. Now, number 18 of signs of witchcraft attack is when you are making mistakes that can cause you pain. Mistake that make you to lose things. Mistake that makes you to regret, to do a lot of things that will spoil a lot of things for you. Those mistakes that you are making can be an arrow from the witchcraft powers to cause that mistake to continue to happen to you, so that you'll be losing a lot of things, so that you will have those hardship that I spoke about, or this hard luck. That is number 18. Number 19 of signs of witchcraft attack is when you are faced with acute poverty. Serious poverty is a sign of witchcraft. This poverty comes not because you are not hardworking, not because you cannot work or you are lazy, but you find out that despite everything you do, despite your best efforts, things are not working out. You are always lacking money. You cannot pay for your bills. You cannot do anything for yourself. You cannot afford to do a lot of things. When there's poverty in place of this kind that I explained now, that is not because you cannot work or you don't want to work, then it's a sure sign of witchcraft attack. Another sign of witchcraft attack is unexplained sickness. Sickness that you cannot explain how it came about. There are people that are sick and they will go to the hospital and they will check them and they may say this is what is wrong, and they will come back and the thing will continue, and there are some things that they cannot even diagnose it. There are some sicknesses that they cannot even diagnose what is wrong. All those kind of things are signs of witchcraft attack, because it is not natural, it is not normal. It is powers of darkness that put that in people's body through all those avenues that I mentioned, eating in the dream or sex in the dream. All those things they use it to input things into people's life. Another signs of a witchcraft attack, number 21 here, is when you are injected in the dream. You receive injection in the dream. It's a sure sign that the witchcraft people are attacking you. That injection is a way of putting things in people's life, planting sicknesses and diseases in people's life, planting poverty in people's life. They use it to project a lot of evil plantation into people's life. When you have dream of injection, it's a very bad one. And then number 22 of signs of witchcraft attack is when your mind is cloudy. When your mind is cloudy, when you have a cloudy mind and you are always forgetting things, this kind of, you have to take it very serious. When you are not that kind of person before, but you just discover that recently you cannot remember things again, and something they just told you now, you have forgotten about it. You have to pray, because there's a sign. That is a sign of witchcraft attack. All this can lead to insanity if you don't take it very serious. So that's why you have to take it serious. Now, number 23 of signs of witchcraft attack is when you see someone chasing you in the dream. When somebody is always chasing you, fighting you in the dream, you wake up and you see that somebody has been fighting you. It may come in form of somebody you know. It may come that you don't know these people, but they are fighting you in the dream, and you wake up with it like in the nightmare. You wake up with fear. That is sign of witchcraft. Now, number 24 of signs of witchcraft is when you are having hatred, you are having rejection in life. That is a sure sign of witchcraft. Hatred, like people don't like you, people that are supposed to like you, people that you can need help from. They just decide not to help you. They don't just like you. And then no matter how you try to do, they just find out that it's not working out. And you are rejected where you are not supposed to where you are not supposed to be rejected. All those are signs of witchcraft attack in your life. When you are always, because that can lead to hardship. This can lead to difficulties when you are hated for no reason and when you are rejected for no reason. Also, it can lead to people not having being married. It can lead to people now being single when they are not supposed to be single, late marriages because of this kind of hatred or rejection. There's a story of a pastor that when he was single, he was saying this story. He wanted to get married, so he was introduced to this lady. He said the first time he met this lady, he was so happy, so pretty woman, and so after they met, he was always thinking about it. When they will see again, they gave themselves time that they will meet so time. He was looking forward to when they will see again. So then it happened that they now met again. At least when he went to go and see, he said he saw something else. This woman now looked like old woman. Like it's not the person I saw before. So old, looking haggard, looking wretched. He said the looks were so terrible that why is this woman so much like this? And after that day, he could not go back because that continued to place in his mind when he saw how he saw that woman. That thing that happened, the pastor was saying that, then he did not know about it, but later he came to understand what was happening to that lady. That thing, that mark of hatred, mark of rejection was put on that woman. So the first time he saw that woman, he was interested. Then that attack came out because that is what has been happening to that woman. Somebody will come, they are interested in marrying her, but later they will go, they don't want to marry her again because many of them see things like this. Some of them, in some cases, it happens that this person that wants to marry this person will not sleep and somebody will come and be attacking him because of that girl in the dream. It's not everybody that will go back to that woman and say, you know what, I saw some people coming to fight me, come to warn me that I should not marry you. Or they will just go away. Or they will just stop talking to that person, cut off relationship. So that is signs of witchcraft attack. Also, it can play out in the area of even not marriage. It can make people to have, just like I said now, being rejected, somebody want to help you, and we had a dream. Person, maybe their dream was negative and it concerns you, and the person will cut off. So it's part of witchcraft attack. The final sign that I'll be talking about today is when you are seeing yourself in a strange gathering, or you are seeing yourself with people you don't know. It can also play out that you are doing things in the dream that you don't normally do in real life. Like strange thing that even you cannot do it. When you see yourself in you that is upright, you are going well, and you see yourself stealing in the dream, or you see yourself committing adultery in the dream, things that you cannot actually do in your real life, and you see yourself doing it in the dream, that is the manipulation of witchcraft power. They use it to manipulate you. They use that thing to manipulate you in the spiritual realm, and in the physical realm, the implication of all those things will start playing out in your life because they have already programmed that things will go wrong by you committing all those things. It's a spiritual manipulation, and they use it for people. So when you see that you are doing things, you have dreams, that things that you cannot do in real life, things that are strange stuff that you are doing in the dream, then it's a sign of witchcraft attack. And that is the 25 signs that I will be giving you today of when you are being attacked by the witchcraft. Then what do you do when you are having this kind of signs? What you do is you declare, because the Bible says the weapon of our warfare are not carnal, but they are mighty through God for the pulling down of stronghold and casting down imagination and every item that exalted itself against the knowledge of God, and also bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. Also, it speaks about we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Now, what am I trying to bring out there is that you have to declare some days for yourself, fasting and prayers, and declare 7 days of prayers and try to break away from the powers of darkness. If you don't know your prayer points, I have a video about this 7 days deliverance program. You can check the 7 days deliverance program on my channel. Then when you get, you can use it to pray. Then when you declare some days for yourself and do that prayer, and as you do so, the Lord Almighty will deliver you and set you free in Jesus' name. I leave you in the presence of the Almighty. May the Lord watch over you and be with you. Till when next time I see you, I say remain blessed in Jesus' name. Bye-bye. Bye.